Hello, Stacy. Hello, Shira. You guys do a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Are we hearing me? Are you guys hearing me or no? Oh, good. You can hear me. We're going to give it a couple minutes. Find yourself to a comfortable place. We're going to have a nice service together, just us. How's everyone on this rainy Shabbat morning? Maybe it's a good morning to be stuck inside. We're going to give it, let's say we'll give it a minute or two. Feel free to remind friends that we're here and we're doing this and that they're welcome to join for a intimate, warm Shabbat morning service. Just a couple of reminders. You don't need the book. A lot of the melodies will hopefully feel very familiar. If you do have a book, I'm going to be using Mishkan Tefillah, the Shabbat morning service that we generally do. And if you're especially advanced, there's a online edition which you can find at the CCAR Press website, and I think we've also posted that, and it's been in your email. Again, you don't need it, but just if you want to go the extra mile, you're welcome to look at that as we go. Okay, well, Shabbat Shalom. I hope everyone's feeling good. Like I was saying, maybe this is a good morning to be stuck inside. It's raining, it's cold, at least if you're here in South Jersey. And of course, we're living at a very complicated and interesting moment in time. And we need Judaism, we need tradition, we need the perspective of our people, maybe more than ever. And thank God we have a prayer book to turn to, we have the values of the Torah to turn to give us some guidance. If the world outside is chaotic and unnerving and scary in so many ways, the texts and the prayers of our people bring us to a totally different place, a place of direction, a place of comfort, and a place of help. And thank God for technology. We can be together, even if we're not physically together. This is a place where we can find each other and hopefully feel some semblance of community during this complicated time. So it's just us, and I'll take us through it. If I'm singing alone here in my room, then that gives you permission to sing in your house too. Don't be shy. These words are meant to be read and sung, and as I always like to say, your voice deserves to be heard. Your prayers deserve to be heard. We begin as we always begin with an expression of gratitude that even if the world outside is messy and if there's so much pain, we are thankful that we get to be a part of it and that we have the gift of a new day. And God willing, it's going to be a good day. Modeh ani lefanecha. Modeh ani lefanecha. Melech Chai v'kayam, shechazarta bi nishmati, bechemla, rabba emunatecha. And we're going to continue, as we always continue, with a number of readings that take us through our morning blessings. Blessings that are designed to help us usher in a brand new day. If you're looking at a book, we're on page 194. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai rofei chol basar, umafli la'asot. Our morning blessings continue on page 196 in the prayer book. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tahorahi. My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You created it, you shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai, my God, and God of all my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. Baruch atah Adonai, asher biado nefesh kol chai, v'ruach kol basar ish. On Shabbat morning especially, we're meant to be thankful for our blessings and the miracles, large and small, in our world, in our lives. And this is a time where, on the one hand, we could think about, or we could maybe be tempted to question, if there is good, where is blessing in my life right now? I have fear, I'm stuck inside. There would be this temptation to go to this very, very pessimistic place. Nisim B'chol Yom, the series of blessings we're going to do now, urges us away from that place and reminds us of all of those seemingly minor miracles that are part of our lives, even when the world outside can be a very difficult and painful place. Nisim B'chol Yom on Shabbat morning is meant to open our eyes to the good and help us to see the good. And here I would acknowledge all of the good that does exist. We see doctors and nurses. We see EMTs rushing in to save lives and help people in need of help. We see people giving of themselves, giving time, giving money, giving their own expertise in the name of helping people in need of help. And we see the good of humanity in so many ways, people coming together, creating bonds, working together in the name of finding a cure, in the name of lifting up the fallen. And so there is good, and God willing, there will continue to be great good. As we join together in Nisim B'chol Yom, if you're in the prayer book, we begin these blessings on page 198. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sevivina lehavchin ben yom uven laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechim mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish harumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten le'aef koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hama'avir sheina meinai, utnuma me'afapai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tselem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael betifara. We join now in the blessing for the study of Torah. We're taught that to pray is to learn, and to learn is to pray. Both allow us to engage God and to think deeply about our tradition and who we are vis-a-vis that tradition. The blessing for the study of Torah is on the top of page 204. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. On page 206 in our prayer book, I'm just adjusting something here. How's everyone? Is this fun? This is good, I think. This is so fun. On page 206, we come to a reading from our Mishnah that reminds us of those actions in life which can never fully be repaid. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. Our service continues now as we turn in our prayer book to Chatzi Kaddish. If you are in the prayer book, Chatzi Kaddish is on 224. Yitkadav yitkadash shemei rabba b'yama divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chaye chon uvyom echon uvchaye techol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv v'yimeru amen yehi shemei rabba mivorach le'olam olam me'almaya yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'richu le'olam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'alma v'yimeru amen. Lie, 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 ya, lie, 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 ya, lie, 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 lie. Baruch hu et Adonai, hamivorach, hamivorach, Baruch Adonai, hamivorach, leolam, leolam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due, now and forever. We continue with Yotzer Or, where we thank God for all works of creation. On page 228, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer Or uvorei choshech, oseh shalom uvorei et hakol. Praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy, you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness, you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom, you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. We sing Shema together in your prayer book, page 232. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha. V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'am b'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlechtecha vaderech, uvshachbecha uvkumecha, uvshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai, vitem kedoshim leloechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. On the opposite page, when justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfless devotion we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives and we can begin to change the world. And then you live in our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence. We sing together our song of freedom, recalling that moment when our Israelite ancestors first experienced freedom, liberation, a song that resonates especially as we prepare for Passover, just really a few days away now. Mi Chamocha, page 240. Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedar B'Kodesh, Nora Tehilot O Seifele. Shira Chadasha Shibechu Geulim, Leshimcha Asefatayam, Yachad Kulam Hodu, V'himlichu V'yameru, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed. Sur Yisrael, Kuma B'Ezrat Yisrael, Uftechinu Mecha, Yehuda veYisrael. Go Aleinu Adonai Tzivot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Our service will continue now with our tefillah, this most central collection of prayers. We refer to it also, of course, as our Amidah, the standing prayer. And wherever you are, you might choose to stand for these next few prayers. And they're meant to have us think deeply about those things for which we stand. What do we stand for? We're reminded that our ancestors stood for moral courage, for community, for faith. They stood up for one another. They stood up for the less fortunate. And maybe we might ask ourselves, how are we right now taking a stand? Helping? Standing up for those people who need some help, those who are sick, those who are lonely, those who are in need of us. Our tefillah asks us these important questions and many more as we sing together. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'Neihem, L'Man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, Mechaye hakol ata rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umidom melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lachayot hakol, Baruch ata Adonai, mechaye hakol. Nikadesh et shimcha ba'olam, Keshem shemakdishim oto b'shmei marom, Kakatuv al yad nevi'echa, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz, Kivodo. Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha bechol haaretz, Baruch kivod Adonai, Mimkomo, Echad hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, V'hu Yashmienu, B'rachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai leolam, Elohai Yitzion, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah, Ledor Vador Nagid God Lecha, Ulenetzach Netzachim Kedushacha Nakdish, V'shivchacha Eloheinu, Mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. On Shabbat, we join in a prayer of thanksgiving. We call this prayer Modim Anachnu Lach. We have so much to be thankful for, each in our own right. Modim Anachnu Lach gives us the language that we sometimes need to fully articulate our sense of thanks and gratitude. If you're in the prayer book, page 256. Modim Anachnu Lach. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Our service continues with Sim Shalom, a prayer for peace, and we arrive at these words once more against the backdrop of a world that feels so terribly divided and broken, divided along racial and national and ethnic and religious lines far too often. Sim Shalom is a prayer that urges a greater sense of humanity, a greater sense of human family, a reminder that we are one, and that perhaps by the time we arrive at next Shabbat, our world will be a little bit more of a compassionate and understanding and gentle place. Sim Shalom, our prayer for Shalom, our prayer for peace, page 258. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom, Tova Uvracha. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim. V'rachamim, sim shalom, tova uvracha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amecha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom. We take some time now to offer a prayer for healing for the many in our lives, the many in our community, our extended community, and of course around the world this Shabbat who are struggling in some way. We are abundantly aware of the fact that there is pain at this very moment, and not just physical pain, of course. There is such anxiety and worry and trepidation and fear. Mishaberach becomes an opportunity to think beyond ourselves, to think deeply about those who are struggling in some way, that they might return speedily to a place of wellness and strength and wholeness. As a congregation on this Shabbat morning, our prayers are very much with Ileana Cohn, Rick Ulrich, Shirley Lewis, Lynn Romsberg, Amy Martyr, Millie Rosenfeld, Annette Shine, Roxanne Forth, Jerry Dreskin, Bruce Berkowitz, Ann Marsden, Stephen Trombecki. And if there's a name that you carry in your heart at this moment, perhaps you utter it quietly to yourself, or you could even add a name to the chat if you'd like to do that as a comment. As together we join in our age-old prayer for healing, the words of Mishaberach, page 371 in your prayer book. Mishaberach Avotenu, Mekor habracha, Limotenu, may the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Amen. We'll pause now for a brief moment or two for the sake of our own very personal prayers and reflections. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Shabbat shalom again, everybody. How are we? Thumbs up. It's good to be with you. And really, it's such a joy that we can spend this time. I know we're feeling all very isolated from each other, and it's good to be together even virtually and to be able to maybe turn away from news and hysteria and fear and paranoia and just be together and join together in some prayer, some reflection, some singing. It's what I think we all need right now. And I'm glad you're here. So this is the part of the service where we usually turn to our Torah portion and have a Torah service, and on many Shabbat mornings of the year have a big discussion about our Torah portion. And of course, things are a little different today. I was trying to figure out how to do a Torah service here in my home, and I couldn't come up with much. So we're going to do a discussion of our Torah portion. We're going to do our best. We have a beautiful Torah portion that helps us to kick off the book of Leviticus, the third book of the Torah. And I've been talking about this portion over the course of the week. I talked about it with our confirmation class. I've talked about it in various spots on Facebook. And now we get to talk about it together. And I think more than anything else, it's worth noting first that to arrive at the beginning of any book is really a moment of optimism and hope, that to open a new book brings with it a level of potential, right? To even hold a new book in your hands sort of brings with it a sense of enthusiasm, excitement, right? Where will this story take me? And even if we know the story of Leviticus, it's exciting to be at its starting point once again. And I would say also that Leviticus acts as a whole as sort of a bridge. It's the third book of the Torah, right? So there are two before it and there are two after it. And it therefore is very much a transitional book. And we could maybe relate to transitions right now, beginnings and endings. And we feel like we're moving all the time from one place to another place as the news changes, as the seasons change, as the weather changes, as we prepare for Passover, which will, of course, have a different feel to it this year. We as human beings are well acquainted with transitions, and Leviticus acts as yet another transition. And then the last thing I would sort of bring our attention to as far as this week's Torah portion, Vayikra, is concerned, is Moses. We learn so much about Moses in this book of Leviticus. Who is he as a leader? Who is he as a human being? Who is he as a Jew? And we, through Moses's behavior, are given permission to be human beings and flawed. Moses is not perfect, right? He doesn't speak perfectly. He doesn't always follow directions. He has sometimes a temper that gets the best of him. And therefore, he's not set up as some superhero. He's set up as a human being. And I think we can relate to Moses, especially now, because we're all just doing our best. This situation is not ideal. And schedules are not ideal. Routines are not ideal. Maybe we're not sleeping an ideal amount. Maybe we're not eating the ideal foods. We're just doing our best. And there's a message there that we should, all of us, just continue to just do our best, to go easy on ourselves. What I would also say about Moses, and maybe if you want, you can make a comment or put a question in the comments. You could say about Moses that one of the best things to his credit is his sense of humility, that he is humble, that even if God turns to him and the Israelites turn to him, he never grows in ego. He's not competitive. He doesn't seek to put himself over other people, right? We're specifically told that he has a very modest burial in the end. And one of the places where we're reminded of Moses' great humility is in this week's Torah portion. The word Vayikra begins the portion, and at the end of the word Vayikra is a little aleph. I talked about this earlier this week. A little aleph. It's the last letter of this first word of the portion. Tiny little aleph, and for centuries, no one knows why this tradition to write the aleph so small has existed. The scribes have passed it on from generation to generation. And some argue that the little aleph really speaks to the fact that Moses remains small, that he didn't grow in a sense of self-importance, self-indulgence, even as his sense of his role grew exponentially over the years, that he remained humble, that he remained human. And I think there's a message there for us right now too. These are humbling times. It doesn't exactly matter where we live, what we have, what we make, title, status, degrees. Illness reminds us of our humanity, and it reminds us of our mortality. There's a lesson in humility there. So I'm happy to hear comments and questions. Oh, Jonathan is saying, God knows we are doing our best. And yes, I think God expects us, if God expects Moses to do only his best, and Moses is celebrating for doing his best, then I think we should celebrate the fact that we're doing our best. I think that's important for us, and it's important for our kids, all the more so, who put such pressure on themselves to try to relieve some of that. Questions, comments? Vayikra. So that's our Torah portion, and it takes us into the book of Leviticus. We'll be exploring Leviticus now over the next many, many weeks as we move forward through the spring. And God willing, in time, we'll get to do it in person as well. We'll get to actually open up the Torah together and explore the Torah together when we're all safe and sound back in our sanctuary that we love so much. So with that said, we're going to continue with our service and now move toward the end of our service as we join in Aleinu. Aleinu, if you're following in the prayer book, is page 586 at the bottom. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol la'tet gedula liotzer bereshit shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot adama shelo sam chalkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and every nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate together on the meaning of love and loss, life and death. We recall first those taken from our congregational family in most recent days. Mitzi Longer, Ronald Kramer, and Wally Kramer. Zichronam livracha, may their memory always be for a blessing. As well, we recall at this time those whose yard site we mark this Shabbat. Miriam Bittman, Bill Broder, Jeanette Cohen, Lucille Helfat, Harry Isidore, Lila Kazansky, Julia Krantz, Louis Kushner, Jacqueline Lesser, and of course our dear friend, our dear teacher, our founding rabbi, Rabbi Richard A. Levine, Neil Lustig, Jenny Marshall, Florrie Mayer, Nathaniel Miller, Jerry Parker, Irene Pilla, Lena Pomerantz, Mildred Schaefer, Stanford Slovin, Mary Saralovitz, Robert Tepper, Edward Udelsman, and Albert Zach. If there's a name you would like to add to this list, perhaps you might do so by holding that name deep in your heart at this moment, or even sharing that name with us in the comments, if you care to do so, as we together join in the hallowed words of Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, b'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivorach leolam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved, together we say, amen. We're coming to the end of our service. This is when we normally do some announcements. The main announcement is just to continue to follow your email and look on this Facebook page. We're trying around the clock to bring information and content. I know our staff is working very hard and our board is working very hard to keep us all connected as a community and to remind us that there's a Jewish community, a synagogue community that's here for you and that loves you and that's ready to support you. Also working with our social action committee and our sisterhood to really provide for many of our seniors who are home or even home alone right now, and really sort of be there for each other at this very, very challenging time. So those are the announcements. Expect services to sort of look something like this for the foreseeable future. And I'm so glad we can be together even virtually. It's a joy. So how about a closing song? What do we think? Any requests? How about that? Don't be shy. Let's look at it. A classic? What do you think? I know people there. Look at all these wonderful people. I'm just seeing all the people who are here. Any requests for a closing song? In Kelohenu, Adon Olam, Hine Matov. How about Hine Matov? Oh wait. Oh, okay. So Adon Olam. Franny likes Adon Olam, so we'll sing that. And any plans for Pesach? Um, well, we're hoping. Why did I just get so blurry? Oh, we're hoping, if we can't do our congregational Seder, which clearly we can at this point, that we're going to provide you with some real resources and help for in the event that you're doing your own Seder, or even that you're doing your own Seder for the first time, and expect that information to be coming very soon. It would be a series of online resources. It would be a video from me. It would be some music from Cantor Sandy, giving you as many tools as we possibly can. Oh, I like the idea that we should close with Bruce Springsteen. That is a fabulous idea, Megan. Let's save that idea for next time. How about that? Another time. But I appreciate that. Adon Olam, if you're following in the book, is on page 625. And again, it's great to be with everyone. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'et nasa b'chefso kol azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'ein sheni lahamshilo lahachbira b'li reshit b'li tachlit v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra v'hu eli v'chai goali v'tzorchev li b'yetzara v'hu nisi umanos li Menat kosi biyom ekra biyado afkid ruchi b'yeti shan v'yaira v'im ruchi geviati Adonai li v'lo ira. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Great being with you. Take care of yourselves. Let's be in touch. Shabbat shalom.